Hi guys, how are you? Hello, hello. I've been fiddling with my camera. It's so overcast here, and I've got on all the lights in my living room, but I still look this weird color, so I don't know. I hope you're all doing well. I'm just going to make sure. There we go. And the questions, I got to make sure that I've already getting to those, making sure they're all lined up. All right. So, how are you guys doing? Well, I've got the questions lined up and looks like pretty well set. Now I just need to get comfortable a little bit. I have been going since I got up, which for some reason or another, I woke up late. and um, it's just been a rush, been a rush. Get makeup on, get everything ready, and then fiddle with this camera that's being weird. But again, we're socked in with a lot of fog here in the San Francisco Bay Area today. We've got, yeah, it's pretty foggy, pretty chilly out there, it looks like. So, again, it makes you want to sleep. It really does. You know what? I got to turn. I just have this bad feeling, with my plate warmer here to keep my coffee warm. I want to just rearrange. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't fall. There's this thing on here I got to move because it makes everything I sit down roll off. It's very annoying. It also makes it uneven. So, sorry guys. Technical difficulties for a moment here. There we go. All right. Now I've got my various card decks here. I've got my trusty Star Tarot, the Illusory deck, which is a very nice one, and Haunted House. Anything else? Okay, all right. So let's see. Who have we got in the house? I'm just going to go through and say hello. Pardon any background noise. If you know me for, you know what the situation is of my house, that it's noisy and difficult to get people to be quiet. So, hi Stone Marble, hi Beverly S, hi Greeter TK, Teresa Cole, Mod Extraordinaire. We have Sharon Sipe, the other Mod Extraordinaire. Who else have we got in the house? Who's in the house? JR, thank you so much for being here. Annette Beechler, thank you. Mary Lloyd. Let's see what else we have. Bright Opal, Sophie. Hello, all of you. Beverly. I think I said Beverly's name. After a while, you're kind of like, what did Daisy Thui. Let's see who else. I think for right now, I think we're caught up. And of course, Shield Maiden and Sherry H. Hello, you guys. Cartomancy Mesquite. Good to see you. I got this lovely bottle of, because my skin is dry as you know what, oil, but man, it's just kind of wide mouthed. It needs to have some sort of I think I'm going to put a, sprayer on the end because it's really nice and it's costly, nice oil. Pardon me as I, but I just can't stand being dry. It makes, this is what it is. Espa, Natural Beauty Inner Calm Soothing Body Oil. It does smell good. All right. So, Joanne Sanchez. Hi. It's so nice of you guys to be rolling in. I really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of shows on Sunday and everything, so I appreciate you coming in here. And I'm going to go take a look now at your questions. All right. I can't make up my mind whether I want my sleeves up or down. I've actually got a sweater on now today. Okay, let's see. All right. That's where. All right. And I'm just going to refresh. It looks like I have enough questions. Let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna cap the questions for now and say I'm not going to take any more questions. So I'm not going to pin the address. So mods, if you can make people sure that okay, I can't talk. You know what I'm trying to say. People come in that don't know, just let them know I'm not taking questions if you would. And if by chance a miracle happens and I answer these and I have some time left over, then I could take a question or two. But I think this is going to keep me busy. And I want to do a good job. So, I'm a little stiff today. Crunchy as well. All right, so I'm going to start with Mary Larson's question. I'm going to kind of, play with the order a little bit. So let's get started. Let's get this party started, you guys. Since I'm a live wire, I used to be a live wire back in my day. And then I realized I can't take the hangovers. Hello, Rochelle. Tyler. All righty. Makes a funny noise when I. Okay, so Mary Larson. I hope you're here, Mary. But she made she asked a great question. Will there be a tsunami on the East Coast and where? Well, all right. I'd have to kind of get a map and look at it. That's a little bit more of a deep dive type of question. I like the question. Hello, Miss Kitty. But I'm just going to look at the East Coast first with the question. And then I'm going to think about how I could figure out where that might be. We'll cross that bridge. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it, okay? I'm a dork. All right. Which one do I want to use for this? I'm filling the star. All right. So let me just make sure that this deck is, yep. I try to make sure all that stuff is sorted out before I get started, but you never know. So hello, all 17 of you in here. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Sherry H. Voice from the swamp. Oh, you guys are funny. Sherry, are you like in Louisiana or Florida or, a southern state where we've got some swamp? And grass grower, I said hello, right? Anyway, you guys know I love you. Hello, hello, hello. So this is the question we're doing right now. You know what? Hold on, y'all. This little hair that's just that just makes me crazy. I can't stand to see that. All right, there we go. Under control. My hair is everywhere today. All right. I feel like I'm a floating head if I don't just adjust. There we go. That's better. So I'm looking at the question about a tsunami on the East Coast. And if so, where? That one might be a little more tricky. You have to ask the question of like the place maybe that you're concerned about, but kind of that could take a little process of elimination. But it also depends on, of course, how you phrase the question. So, like if I say the New York City area, as opposed to, oh, up north from New York City, in New York, or could it be Connecticut? I mean, like, Wayne, hello. Hello. Uh, okay, now I'm going to start like Elmer Fudd. Why is it when I put the camera on, I sound like a complete goof? I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I see others doing it too. So I'm like, I'm in good company. All right, tsunami. East Coast. And I want to begin by bringing in asking the assistance of my guides to, they're here, of course, but just kind of formally bring them in and ask them to assist me and the creator, the source, the universe, the source of truth and love and creation, and all the good stuff. So, the question again is the tsunami. Will there be a tsunami on the East Coast? I'd also want to know, like, when, if that's near, we'll see. We'll see what the cards want to reveal with that. Kind of got to let the question marinate and keep shuffling the cards till I feel like that intuitive point that they want me to stop. So I'm asking, will there be a tsunami on the East Coast at some point in the future? Let's put it this way. And just show me by the positioning of the cards if it's further in the future or not so far. It's really good to give, I think, that kind of a frame when you are looking at certain questions with your cards. That might be a way that you can get a time window or a place, like I was saying. I do see flooding. I'm starting to get some hits. You guys know it takes me a hot minute to warm up, and this is my first reading. Miss Mary Lloyd, thank you. And hi, Ron. Hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. All right. Got to get my coffee, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm bear-like, so I'm a little slow to get started. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. This is a card of, I feel like, a barrier and protection, strength that is building. It's a highly defensive card. It always, for me, has this essence of the boundary issue. Annette, oh, I'm so glad that this is your first live. Oh, hello, babe. I'm glad that you are here, that my live is maybe your first live at all. I don't know. Thank you. I'm honored. So again, let's just take a look at that. Note, you guys, the stones around the bottom and the summoning of power. See the hand over the heart chakra. with the light, and then the arm uplifted. I'm just getting with this first card, number one, there's a lot of spiritual protection. I feel like elementally, like over this area, great deal of protection. I'm glad to see that, you know, and with it is justice, balance. It's also making decisions, balanced, sensible decisions. I feel like I'm being shown there's definitely a sense of defense here. Maybe of, I'm just getting like where the places are preparing for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that must be the Seven of Wands you're referring to, and right on, Wayne, because the wands, the fire. Just so you can see, okay, there we have justice. Let me just, and then you can see with the, better if I kind of hold it out this way, but it, to me, it is a defense, a choice. There, I think, okay, starting to get things. There's going to be more, I think, done to protect that coastline against such an event. I do see that put forth, and to me, with justice, it feels to me like legal funds, you know, that our nation has to, not legal funds, but it is the functioning of our government, looking at that question and deciding to protect and ensure the Eastern Coast has really strong protection. Okay. That's what's coming in the first two cards. So that makes me feel like there's stuff going on and will be going on to secure. That's good. You know, rather than like leaving it and like, oh, like Katrina with New Orleans, you know, that was a hot mess. But anyway, different. It looks like they're trying to protect it. Here's Mother Nature, the Empress. It's also wealth, abundance. I think we're looking at the Seven of Pentacles. That's planning and looking at where you put energies for a future eventuality. It's changes. So I'm feeling that with the Mother Nature card and the changes and stuff, what I'm getting is, you know, we're going to see changes in our weather as we have been. That's going to continue. So I think that's telling me that if they're looking at really securing, I mean, these cards are really like the coastline there. And I'm glad to see that there's the decision to do so, because I feel like the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles is saying the changes in the environment, climate change, the change in the weather. Thank you, Annette. Hi, everyone. Actually, the plans for more floodgates and levee barriers are being worked on. Thank you for that confirmation, Annette. I'm glad that you're here. This being your first live, you've already been able to confirm something, because I'm not on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So, you know, I know it just reminded me when you said that of my husband's from London originally, and an area that he is from is very near the Thames, and a lot of flooding can happen. So when you go along, there's certain these houses, they've been built, and this kind of has that similar feeling to me. It looks like we're going to, the pun, shoring up, but the coast, protecting it because of the changes that we're going to be seeing, will be seeing, are seeing with weather, nature, and the planet. And I see it being protected. Okay. Now, protected is still not, is it, they're going to be a tsunami, right? So let's just see what the cards want to say, because this is the first thing that they're telling us about. The other thing is there's a lot of money, on the East Coast that I see. They have plenty of money to do it. It's just a matter of doing it right. And it's I get such a strong sense of fortification. And we get the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. And to me, with the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups, okay. Interesting. I got to lay the cards next to each other to get a better hit. Excuse, please. All right. So there's recognition with that Six of Wands and protection. I think something could come in time to test the work that they'll put in. Yeah, I do. And I think the feeling I'm getting from Spirit, and I'm kind of fighting Spirit, and they're like, no, tell them what we're telling you, which is that they're going to find that the work that they've put in now in the future will be successful in keeping things safe, or where they should be, kind of an order, if you will, with Mother Nature and human habitat and homes. There's this is the Six of Wands, so this is like a victory in some kind of battle. And we have then the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups. The Four of Cups is interesting because it's, here's the water cards, okay? These are the only two water cards I'm getting out of 2, 4, 6, 8, okay? So 2 out of 8 are water. And that water just doesn't look like it's going to be able to do damage. You see what I mean? I think that the implementation is successful to handle storms, the World, and the Emperor. I just feel like Master Architect is the word I have. I feel that at least not in our lifetime. I don't think that's going to occur. I think that there will be some really hellacious storms that come. But I'm not getting necessarily tsunami. At least not for a while. The Fool and the King of Cups. 9 of Wands, King of Pentacles. I just feel like the East Coast is the people of the East Coast, well, they're tough. Well, so is the going to be the structure to defend it. I'm very glad to say that I don't think that I see that coming anytime soon. But I do see the work, and it's important that they do the work. This work is not for nothing, as they say, quote unquote, because I do see it being tested. So we will get really strong storms that will come in. But tsunami, I'm not seeing it for right now. Okay. Great question, and thank you so much. I like that kind of question. I think it's very interesting. All right. All right, let's go to JR's question, which I have as the at the bottom here from Mary's. And then we'll go to travels, bright smiles, and so on, okay? All right. Oh, Sheila. Hi, I'm glad you're here, babe. Yeah, me too, grass grower. And you know what? I'm glad that I don't feel it even extended, like when I put it in the extended time zone, not time zone, but like timeline. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's not that I don't feel like stuff will, occur, but on that level, no, not not getting it. I'm glad to say. Very glad to say. Okay, now we're going to segue to JR's question, which is Freeman Colt is an escaped patient from Kansas who's a sex offender. Police say he could be camping in the wilderness. Where is he? Well, JR, I can't say. Again, that would be a lengthy question of trying to pinpoint. But let's turn it around so we say, is he still in Kansas? Kansas is a huge state. I've lived there. And I wonder when he escaped. Ron, you funny. Aw, thank you, Sheila. Okay, now I have no idea about this case. You guys, there's so many cases. And I think I probably was a detective, or at least I've always wanted to be. So injustice bothers me. Oh, it steams, you know, me up crazy. It makes me mad. Um, so I do enjoy reading on true crime. I've got like an appetite for it because I don't like bullies. I don't like predators. Most people don't. So let's take a look at this guy. How JR, if you're here, how long has he been, when did he escape? Okay, Wayne, no problem. All right, I'm going to focus in on this criminal. And the name is Freeman Colt. John Freeman Colt. I didn't see the John at first because it was so close to the word ago in the thing. John Freeman Colt. Okay. So is an escapee patient SO. We know what that's short for. Sometimes YouTube will actually censor. You'll hear certain words get kind of nipped. Alrighty. So let's work on this little, we'll do a little icebreaker case on this one. Okay, guys? All right, so I'm asking Spirit for assistance, of course, in all my readings. My mentors, the Creator, Saint Michael the Archangel. He's one of my faves. John Freeman Colt. Is he still in Kansas? What can you share with us that we need to know about this escapee SO? May he not be able to hurt anyone. May he be caught. John Freeman Colt. Okay, I think I've got the cards. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look and see what we get. Sorry, guys, but gotta do my stretches. Here we go. We get a Queen of Cups. Now, I am asking, is he still in Kansas? And I get the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is my public venue place, you know, and by that it could be a park, a place for the public. So I'm getting a park, public park. Now, the thing is, with the Queen of Cups, I feel like that's a descriptive, that she's a descriptive aspect. So I'm going to say there might be a lake or a prominent body of water that is in a park and he is there. I feel that it is saying he is still within the state of Kansas, but he's in some kind of park, natural park, and that there is likely a body of water that a lot of people would use to fish. That Queen of Cups makes me feel like it's a nurturing kind of water. So there's an element there that's attractive to people, you know, to interact with the water. Okay. King of Swords and Eight of Swords. Well, I believe this represents the authorities looking for him, trying to put him back in the slammer. And he does not want to have his freedom, again, pinched, if you will. He doesn't want to have to be restrained or confined. The Eight of Swords is about a confinement, physically, mentally, usually on all levels. But this, to me, with the King of Swords and those eagles on either shoulder, make me feel like FBI or local law enforcement will find this dude. They will find him. His ability to move around freely will be hampered. And this makes me very hopeful that they will lock him up, find him. The Three of Swords, yeah, okay, and the Ten of Wands. So it shows that he's been a source of just misery and overwhelming stress that he's put in other people's lives. That's really heavy, heavy duty energy. Just take a look at it. Very, very heavy. He's got it, and I'm being told he's got a cross that he has to carry, and he's not going to, I feel like he's going back to prison. I think he'll be caught. But to me, it's like the universe saying, no. But he's also, while he is free, of course, too, causing a lot of upset and overwhelming feelings. You know, I think probably for people that are parents and whatnot, that he's done this to, there's just this feeling of those cards are heavy. King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Feels like drinking. But not necessarily. There is a family feel with that Ten of Cups. Sorry, there's this little gnat that's flying around, and it's just driving me crackers. And then the Tower and the Moon. Yeah, he's going to be bound. He is going to be bound. There may be a man who has a family that finds him, that he's trying to like hide out on their land or sees him. I'm getting a feeling like that. With that King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Tower, and the Moon. He might get his butt handed to him here with the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups because of his predilection. That's fantasy card with the Seven of Cups. I believe it's also potential that this is drink, or he may cross paths with somebody here, a man. No, wait. That might be him. Might be a description of him. Drinking. No, I think somebody could cross his path. Sudden with the Tower. Yeah, he's going to end up going back because I see the Four of Swords and the Hierophant. So that Four of Swords is some kind of place for somebody that has a long-term, I'm going to say problem, shall we say. And the Hierophant, to me, is someone that treats that. It's also the laws, the rules. And he's going to be back in confinement. Sick dude. Sick dude. Ugh. I think he's still in Kansas. I don't think he's been able to get out of there. I could be wrong, but I do see him being caught for sure. Ooh, that guy's energy is so gross. And he'll be caught. I'm glad to see that. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Oh, why did I do that? Always click the wrong one. Okay, travels. What happens when all the adults leave DC? Let me just see something. I have a little technical issue here. All right. So I take it you're meaning, it won't. All right, there we go. Okay. Try it again. All right. Here we go. Paste. There you go. All right, so travels, if you can just like elaborate what kind of the question that you're, I take that you're meaning Congress, but I just want to make sure that I get um, perhaps a better, more focused question. If you're here, I'll give you a few moments. And if you're not, I will just go to another question and come back to that later. I just need to have, like, I'm not quite sure what you want, how you want me to read that. I should have asked that. I mean, I laughed because I thought, yeah, when all the competent people leave, but I just want to make sure that I understand what you're wanting to ask. So I'm going to give you a few moments. Don't worry if you're not here. I'll come back to it. Don't worry if you're not here. Anyhow, you're welcome, JR. Okay. I'm not getting any responses yet, right? Hey, Jay. All right. Well, I'm going to go to another question because on that one, I'm not quite clear with travels. Travels, if you're here, elaborate, please, on your question. What exactly do you want to know? Because I just want to make sure you and I are on the same page so that I don't ask the wrong or look at the wrong thing. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go on to another question and I'll come back to Travel's question later. Bright Smiles asks, will the day case be solved soon? Any justice for the family? And so that's on the Jelani Day. Let's take a look. Copy. All right. All right. So Bright Smiles. Let's just give this deck a good shuffle. The one deck that seems to wear up under my shuffling is the Star Tarot. It really is one of my favorite decks. Okay, so we're looking at the Jelani Day case. Scott Thompson, you're asking if you can be added to the list. I take it the question list. You can go. I've pretty much done taking questions because I've got a lot. I may or may not be able to get to it, but if you want, you can put it there. But at this point, probably not going to be able to get to it because there's a lot of questions. Okay. I take them in advance. You're new to YouTube. That's okay. Let me just very quickly explain to you just how I do it because YouTube can be buggy and people, when they post the questions, like in this chat, many times the questions disappear and I can't retrieve them back. So in order to keep people's questions in one place, I have them post in my community area. And usually what I do is I just will pin it at the beginning of the live so that all you have to do, if there's still openings for more questions, and you can just do that. But today I didn't do that because we've got enough questions. But I'm going to, for you and for other people, just again to show you how it would work, I will take a moment and just do that. Okay. So for example, like right now, the page I'm looking at and taking questions from, here's the thing. This is how it works anyway. I'll come back to Bright Smile's question because he will get justice, I believe. Okay, so like there's my post. You can see, right? Now, I have to go to the YouTube side of things over here. So this I have to pin. All right. And if you click on that, and then you could go and leave a question if you like, but that's how it works. Okay. I usually take up to about 10 questions and try to close before I reach 2 hours, but many times I'll read up to 2 hours. It all depends. So welcome, Scott. And this is, I hope this is helpful to you to kind of see. Everybody does things a little differently, but this is how I do it. So I would love to be able to take a question from you in the future. Don't know if I do it. I do lives twice a week on Sunday and then again on Thursday. But I go and visit other people's channels. So all you got to do is look in my community area and you'll see kind of what I'm doing, look it over. All right. So let me go back. Bright Smiles. Oh, good. I didn't end up taking that down. For a minute, I thought I took it down. All right, good. All right, Bright Smiles for Jelani Day. Hey, Aspie, Stone Marble. Thank you guys for welcoming Scott. That's so nice. People are very nice here, Scott. And if they aren't, you just let me know. But really, I've got some of my viewers are kind people and they're very welcoming and they like to chat about interesting things. Yes, and Sharon's a great mod, so is Geeky Heart, but they will like what Sharon's saying right there is kind of the directions. My mods will help you too. Sharon is, and Geeky Heart, and Teresa Colt, Greeter TK. They're very good. So is Ron. So a lot of good people here to help you. Just ask for any help you need. I love that about my community. Yeah, I'm going to say my community. This is because my channel, but our community. So welcome. Welcome to our community. It's a big community. It's a growing community of really cool people. I think you'll enjoy it. Can really help it. We help each other grow a lot. Okay. Ooh, y'all, I'm getting that warmth again. I think I've picked it up from Ron, where the heat comes up the back. I really think it's like a Kundalini type of energy. Makes me warm. Okay. We is the coolest. That's right, Wayne. We can't help it. And we're also very silly. Very silly. Thank you, Grass Grower. That's a nice thing. Yes, you do get very silly, Shield Maiden. That's why we love you. You're just a silly goose. Thank you, Beverly. And I actually grow. It's a two-way street because when you guys communicate to me and say, oh, that, and you confirm things, it makes us, not just myself, but other readers too, a better reader if they're listening. So it's a two-way street and it's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. So let me just focus on Jelani Day. This is chat and questions, to be fair. So, okay. Jelani Day. Will his family get justice? And I do believe that his case will be solved soon, because when I did the reading, Bright Smiles on him, and I will do another. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. But I did get it in the first reading. It was very tight that this young man will get justice. Oh my goodness. Grassgrower says, speaking of which, Maija, your reading about the job was 100% right. There has been a major postponement. Oh my goodness. Thank you for letting me know again. I don't know. And you guys, I see stuff that we see stuff and we're like, I'm not quite sure how that fits in somebody's context, but I do know that these symbols and my intuition make me feel like it means this or whatever, you know? It's the strangest feeling. It's like, I know that this is matters somehow, but until people confirm, sometimes we don't know how that works. Beyond remote viewing. Oh, hi, Beyond Remote Viewing. I like the name. And J-Lo, you're here, love. She's another great mod. Okay. Jelani Day. I've been so tired, you guys. So I've been working away with my videos, and then I'm pretty much like listening to music and having to just like, I got a lot going on. Jelani Day. Gonna dial in now. Jelani Day. What do we need to know about Jelani Day's case now that his body has been identified as the person they found in the river? And will his family get earthly justice as well? Because I know they're going to get spiritual justice, but yeah, hit that like button, you guys. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, gosh, no. Grass grower, Mercury retrograde in Libra. I am already a mess. I don't need more trouble. But we go through those retrogrades for a good reason. Gonna cry. All right, back to Jelani Day case. Let's see what we get. We get the Hierophant. So this is tradition. It can be connected to marriage. It's also rules, procedure. I get the word procedure. Let's see, the card's going to come up with it. The Princess of Cups. High Priestess. Knight of Pentacles. Something there about work and studies. Now, he, in case you don't know, Jelani was a medical grad at Illinois State University. He went missing August 25th. After, well, that's the last, I think, as far as I've been aware. Yeah, I do need to rest. I do. I'll be fine, though. I'll be fine. But thank you, Beverly. You're right. So the Hierophant and the Princess of Cups. I feel like that's something about the water coming in. There's some aspect. Okay, that's like autopsy feeling. There's something hidden there. There's more to the story. They're going to find something to do with school, to do with classes, study, What's going on? There's something behind that. There's the Knight of Pentacles. What is that? So let me just see. Let me show you the cards. Okay, here's the first two. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess. I'm starting to get some hits off that. And the Knight of Pentacles. There's something to do with, he missed several classes and stuff, but I feel like there's some kind of connection to the school regarding who is responsible. Quite possibly. Some secrets. Maybe also money with that Knight of Pentacles. I still get the money or kind of a card. Yeah, here's the Four of Pentacles. This is possessiveness. There's a bit of a covetousness. Also security. Security. Somebody. Okay, and then we get Temperance and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. As far as his family getting justice, I believe that it looks like they probably will. I see Temperance. They have to work out. There's a lot of things that they have to work out yet with this case. But I do believe they will secure the truth, that they will be able to figure it out, so to speak. Put the pieces together, all the different pieces with that Temperance card to get the clear picture that this has to do with somebody's sense of security that he died. His death is based upon. Okay. And with that High Priestess and that Knight of Pentacles, this is the studies. There's some mystery around, I think, his connection to school or work. Again, I keep getting that energy with the Pentacles. And there's a mystery. There's a lot of information that we're missing that we don't have yet, that I believe. Thank goodness I saw the Temperance after the High Priestess, because it looks like that hidden information is going to come to light. Okay. And yeah, before we can get to saying about justice and whatever, it looks like there's a heck of a lot of information that's got to come out. Okay. The Prince of Swords and the Five of Cups. Oh, this is about the river. I just got, ugh, I don't like that. When I get that feeling sometimes, I can actually feel stuff because I'm fairly sensitive. All right. So the Prince of Swords, I feel like he was being watched. There's mourning and grieving. We have that in the environment. But I think someone, more importantly in this respect, felt that somehow they could lose everything where he is concerned. There was something they found him to be a threat to their personal, I think, job security or security that they were building, maybe with school. There's something, somebody went after him, was watching him, and went after him for that. They didn't want him to jeopardize some security that they had in their lives. basis, Yeah, okay. Yep, we get another 4. So here we have the high, I'm sorry, the Magician and the 4 of Cups. They did what I get the feeling of did what they had to do, in their opinion, that it had to be done because they didn't want people knowing. And I think he was helping someone, possibly. Again, there's a sense of security. King of Wands next to that Death card. And there is a woman here, Queen of Pentacles, that is. Okay, I see a man that is responsible for his death, I think. A King of Wands comes up with the Death card, okay? And it's making me feel like this person is connected, this person dispatched him. And I feel like there's a female who knows, but doesn't feel like she can say. She knows, but she's not feeling exactly free to come forth. Oops. Oh well, Jelani Day case, sorry. 4 of Wands and the World. Yes, I believe that this case will be resolved. I do believe that his family, 8 of Cups, not King of Swords. Him in the water. Ugh. And being left there. This is another case, I think, when I get that 4 of Wands and the World. This is another case, kind of like the Gabby Petito case. I think there's going to be some very interesting details that come out. Hi, Bright Smiles. Just to finish my train of thought. There's going to be more information that comes out that is really pivotal that we have no idea about. And it's going to be, I think, pretty interesting because I see this case kind of blowing up again in where the public's interest is. I keep getting this case goes back to there's some issues where money is concerned, security, job, and I think maybe a little bit of some kind of extra relationship of some kind. But I do see Jelani Day getting justice. I've seen it in the first reading I did, and I'm getting to where I feel like I'm seeing that here. It's going to require a good deal of investigation and time because there's a lot of twists. There's some significant pockets of information we don't have yet to know, and it's going to change what a lot of us might think otherwise. It's that kind of information. So Bright Smiles, US. Okay. So Bright Smiles says, I know that my theory I shared with you concerning case is wrong. Okay, that's all right. I won't second guess your readings again. That's okay. That's okay. You know what? It's good. I'm glad you think for yourself. And even if you're wrong, I think you're thinking and your thinking is evolving. That's great. No problems. I sometimes think, oh, this has got to be what it is. And then I see differently too. And it takes some time. But I've got to go with what I'm seeing and what I feel in my gut. And that is that I do believe they're going to solve this. There's some really crazy information, guys, that we don't have. That when my guides give me that high priestess like that, is saying like there's some deep stuff you just would never guess until it comes out, and then you're like, what? So that's what I'm feeling like with his case. It's going to really be another case that people are going to just go, oh my gosh, what? Not dissimilarly from Gabby's case. This is going to be another one of those cases where people are just, we're going to be like really interested with the once that information comes out. But it's going to take a while. They've got to, it looks to me like they're going to have to look over his body with a fine-tooth comb. There's some kind of relation to his case that I feel like is connected to work or school. And it looks like a married couple, honestly. And he may have, I don't know. I don't like to see, like, so I don't even, I don't know with this case. So I'm going to leave my thoughts right there and just say there's something to do with what I just said. Looks like a relationship. Somebody felt like he was a threat to their basic security in life. And I think it's a man. So, excuse me, guys. Got to put a little, there we go. All right. But we will see the answers come through, which is good in this case. So let's go to the next question. Thank you, Bright Smiles, for that question. It's very interesting. And I will be, the cases that I read on, I try to continue to cover until I feel like my guides say, hey, not, you're done, or hold off. Okay, Joanne Sanchez. My youngest daughter says she's done with her husband. I think she's overreacting. Will she be divorcing him? Her name is Rebecca. I get no, but I don't fully trust that no. I need to learn better, but I like to double check it with the cards. Oops. There we go. All right. I'm going to use a different deck. Trade this one out for, I feel like the Haunted House Tarot. All right. So let's take a look. Let me just do the weight shift. Comfy. All right. Am I missing some cards from this? All right, no, guess not. After using that Star Tarot, which is the card stock is thicker, when I pick up another deck, it makes me feel like I don't have the complete, all the cards, Weird. Oh, hi, Arlene. Another one of my favorite people. Okay. So, Rebecca. We're looking at Rebecca. And this is from Joanne Sanchez. Her daughter, Rebecca, their marriage, should there be a divorce? Or will they work it out? Rebecca. Joanne's daughter, Rebecca. Spirit. What do we need to know? Will there be a divorce? What do we need to know? Okay. Have to have my coffee, you guys. Haha, beer to anyone that needs refreshments. I don't drink, but I do enjoy my coffee. I do drink, just not alcohol anymore. Good. Okay. Okay, we get the Three of Pentacles. More than one person involved here in something. It looks like maybe work, money. What's going on here? A King of Swords. This may be counseling. This is interesting. Okay, so we got the Three of Swords and the King. I'm sorry, the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords, right? And this gives me a very counseling type of a feel. Maybe her and her husband going to counseling. There's a mediator, okay? Now you got me craving tea. Oh, it's, like I said, it's overcast here by the ocean. Thank you, Arlene. And I have to have something warm. I'll check out your channel beyond remote viewing. I keep seeing my friends commenting. I haven't seen your comment yet, which is weird. The heck is there? It almost looks like you all talking to a ghost. I can't see. Oh, I just see him. Thanks. Okay. I will check out your channel. Oh, hot chocolate's my fave. Thank you. If you're talking about me, this lady is very calming. Beyond remote viewing. All right. So I feel like there's counseling. There's something that needs to be worked on. We get 2 8s, a double 8. So when I get my doubles, you guys know that it's my little thing of you're tracking. So this looks like, again, along with that counseling card, working on things. There is a what I'm being shown, Joanne, with regard to Rebecca and her situation, is I'm being shown someone that just feels stuck and they need to work on behavior. They can do it. It just takes conscientious focus on the behavior. And so I feel like both of them have behavioral, probably matters that will be being worked on. And I see very confidently here what I think is going to be some sort of counseling, Joanne. Yeah, yeah. Strong feeling of working on that. And one of the things I want to say too about this Eight of Swords is this can be things that you have that are your own limitations that you're putting on yourself, and you just need to wake up and realize that other people aren't necessarily doing that to you, but there is something that you can do about it. And you just got to realize that there is something that you can do about it, and that is to become aware and to work on changing various behaviors that need to be changed. And I see the work, the positive card that I like to see too is that we do have that Eight of Pentacles with that Eight of Swords. So it's like the work is being put in. And I see counseling. So I don't think that they would immediately go to divorce. I see it going in a better way. The Moon and the Six of Swords. So I feel like there's just a lot that hasn't been brought up and discussed, and there's a problem probably with communication. One person might hold back rather than say what they should say, or hold back from the conversation. They need to have the conversations and be in a place. There might be even a move that could help with that Six of Swords, but possibly it will just be that they are able to go through these issues and arrive via a third party, some mediation, in a better place and relating to each other much better without all the drama and I think, misunderstanding. Yeah, there's going to be clarity. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, clarity. There needs to be clarity in this relationship with their communication. I see people that actually care about each other. There is love. There's that romantic love with the Knight of Knight of Cups, and it might be what's needed more in that relationship. Maybe more like date nights and things like that. So I see them working on their relationship. I do not see divorce here. And I see the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So I think they will work it out. They have a lot to work on their communication with each other, rather than just avoiding or not talking about certain things. Things need to be discussed. Yes, because there is arguing becomes very oppressive. Handling really oppressive stuff in that relationship, where someone's being too controlling, and so I feel like then somebody else reacts to someone trying to be way too controlling. There's a King of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles working on a new start. Yeah. So I see them working on their marriage. It's some heavy duty work, but I do see them doing it. It looks like, yeah, and it looks, I can see why Joanne, with that devil in there and picking up on the energy of how they get on each other's nerves. And I definitely see real love, but I also see like, ooh, you're on my last nerve. I see them needing to work that out, and I think that they will. I believe that they will, and I'm really glad to see that. I'm glad to see that both of them. It might take a little time to get both on board with working on their behavior, but definitely some kind of, yeah, working on their communication instead of thinking, oh, they know how I feel. And then, when you expect somebody to read your mind, some of that going on. So it's just a huge chunk that gets most people stuck in relationships, marriages, and they need to see some counseling. Okay. All right. All right, Tyler's question will be next, which is, should I apply at the hotel, that I'm wanting to work at? Just doing DoorDash isn't really helping me out too much. And that is from Chromatica's Rebel, which is Tyler. Hi, Tyler. I hope you're doing well, honey. Okay. I get intuitively yes, Tyler. But let's ask Spirit and see. That's so funny. There's been all these weird synchronicities, grass grower. Yes, so Joanne, I see them spending a good deal of time working on this relationship, and I don't see them divorcing. I think they're going to at least put the work in first. Yeah, cray cray. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I don't know that I'm awesome, but I try to do a good job. I try to um, be caring, and it matters to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, TY means thank you. All right. So Tyler wants to know if looking at this job at a hotel that he's thinking of would be a good idea. So let's just take a look and see what Spirit wants to say. I get yes, Tyler, but let's see what the cards want to say, what the Spirit wants to say, what our spiritual mentors and the Creator want to say with regard. So, should Tyler go for the hotel job in addition to, or I get yes to his DoorDash? Just thinking of DoorDash is making me hungry. All right. Oh, it's making me think of Mediterranean food, which I love. Sorry, Tyler. Should Tyler put in an application for a job at the hotel that he was looking at? Let's see what we get. I get yes. This is the pool. This is a new beginning, and it's taking a risk. Okay. And the Hermit. You're asking for advice. And this, I feel like, is a yes. There is something about working there that is a way of shining your light, or your search. Okay. Searching for a new start too. All right. Yes, I think you should. There is competition with the Five of Wands, but I think you'll get it. And it looks like you would be off independently, financially a little better, so it might be the type of job, or have a kind of job that eventually you could obtain, get your foot in the door to have, at least that would be more secure. Maybe like where you would only have to have one job, right? That's what I'm getting. And I do see that there's like competition, like I said, in that Five of Wands. There's other people that want that job, but you should go for it. Because I think you stand, 10 of Cups. I think you'll get it. And the Four of Swords. Empress and the Star. Abundance. I think you will get it, or get a job there. There's somebody that's going to help you. A woman. I see a Queen of Cups. I think you should, because I think there's other work at that hotel or a place that you could do, like move up, get more money, have more independence, and more like an opportunity to move up. I think that would be a very good idea. Yes, Tyler. Do it, and let me know. DoorDash is difficult. Yes, I put actual copper color in it. I don't want it pink. I want it coppery. So for fall, I think it'll look better with reddish color here. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. So yes, Tyler, I believe do it. I think it will pan out something. There's something better that will come from it. All right, let's go to the next one. Why am I always clicking on the wrong one? I have to have so many tabs open, you guys. It's weird. All right. Luna Light, will there be a resolution finally to leftover divorce issues? All right, you're next. And then Beverly, Daisy, and Gathena and grass grower. Cool, cool. All right. Let's see, it's this button. Right. Here we go. And JLo says, Tyler, that she gets great cards with her Lenormands. So, agree. Hey, Desrat, how are you, beautiful? And yes, Greeter TK. Ron does a great Saturday night show. I've missed it because I keep falling asleep. But Ron's Saturday night shows, y'all, they're do not miss. Do not miss. I meant to catch on to it last night, but I tell you, I feel like I have some health issues and some things I'm going through, but I just had every intention to go on there and be a problem, give Ron some stuff. But I didn't get to do it. I'll have to sneak up on you next time, Ron. Next Saturday, I'm gonna. Well, I can't sneak if I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. What a dork. I'm gonna have to watch that one. I would miss the fun one. Sitting here like a dork asleep with my mouth open while everybody else is having fun. Right. JLo is very true. If you're sensitive and you're not sure about some jokes and stuff, although I've never had any issues. I know some people, yeah, it might be a bit too much for them. But I think most people will enjoy it. All right. So Luna Light, I'm going to focus on you, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Haunted House Tarot deck again, another favorite in the community of readers. And another deck that really withstands the battery of my poor shuffling. I've got an extra deck of this one on hand. I see your comment, Deseret. You know what? Ask JLo to pull some Lenormand. She is so talented. That's another person that I hope makes a channel. Ask JLo if she'll pull some cards on that for you. Seriously. Or, any of the other. I have a lot of readers here. Beverly, I do too. Especially like yesterday after I did that deep dive, it was so interesting on Moab, but I just like my energy, because I am going through menopause. Okay, there we go. Was just like, and so I was like, oh, bye, Rochelle. Thank you for showing up. I was just like sleeping. So I have just been, my energy is patchy sometimes because of it, of going through the changes. Anyway, so Luna Light wants to know if there will be a resolution finally to leftover divorce issues. Luna Light, I love the name. Luna Light, divorce issues. Will that get resolved? I'm getting yes, in time. Yeah, but come on. I actually sit here and talk like that out loud. I didn't. I was so tired, Arlene. As I said, my body's going through changes and it makes me extremely tired. And I'll go through a few weeks where I have really good energy and then weeks where like I'm just struggling. All right. Leftover divorce issues. Lunalite. Will that get resolved? I believe so, because we're getting the eight of pentacles. That is the actual effort being put in to work things, get them correct. Where you are, Ling? That's funny. Not funny. You know what I mean. We can laugh at each other because you and I, we're on the same page. So I do see the divorce issues. Yeah, I see it's been some painful. This is the end of a painful cycle. It is wrapping up. You are at the 8, okay? What card? You are at the 8, all right? Which says 9, 10, very close to wrapping things up with this. Might be a few more months. There's the Tower and the 6 of Cups. Something very sudden connected to the past or children, childhood. Das ist das. Strength. And the Devil. Okay, you were really putting up with somebody that's a jerk. Sorry, but gotta be honest. Yes, I do see things working out, but I do see that someone's trying to be very oppressive and get their way. Oh, God, this person's so intent on getting their own darn way. And you really had a lot on your hands to deal with this kind of oppressive energy. Yeah. 4 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. To me, this is you waiting to have it, completely sorted out. And like, come on, like you watch, like let's wrap this up, right? And the King of Pentacles and Justice. So the law steps in, and if your ex is not wanting to be fair, because I see that's a problem, they like to have everything their own way, the law is going to step in and say, can't do that. No. Yep. And we have the Magician and the 2 of Cups. I believe it will get wrapped up, but I think law steps in and puts a pressure on the ex, in addition to yourself. Is like, no, you can't do that. You have to comply. Yes. Then we have the Empress and the 4 of Wands. Then I feel like you're free, done with that. Yep. World and the 2 of Wands. It'll get wrapped up. A couple more months maybe is kind of what I get. I keep getting that sense of like with the 8, and I think of it out of 10, right? Because of the 10 cards. So it makes me feel like 10, minus 8 is 2. So I feel like this is a couple, and I got that again, kind of a 2. So I'm thinking maybe a couple of months, maybe a couple weeks, but probably months, knowing the judicial system. I may not be really great with timing, so take that with a huge grain of salt. But I do see it wrapping up. Canada. Land the moose. Moose in the hoose. I had to. Dry humor, Ron. Wayne, try dowsing rods. Oh dear. I'll have to look at this conversation later as I'm doing the questions. All right. We're in Canada, Annette Beechler. Yeah. I have a lot of my buddies are from Canada. I got to read that. All right. I'll have to have one chat night where it's just silly. I need that relief. So I might alternate that for next Sunday. Silly chat night. All right, Daisy Thui. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, last name. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Have you, Sheila? I need to try that. I actually use the cards, but admittedly, I haven't invested in the pendulum as much as I want because I love the way it feels, so I want to do it. You've inspired me. You guys are inspiring me all the time. That's another thing I want to do. So many things. Okay, so let's look at Daisy's question, which is any tips or messages regarding the letting go portion of manifestation? Gotcha. Whew. I got that Kundalini tweet. But you're good. You're kind, Daisy. People mess up my name, Maija, all the time, so I really care. And I'm going to remember that tweet because is it Vietnamese? I know I've seen the name before, and I really try. But turn on the camera and I just become a fool. Seriously, it's bizarre. I know I'm not alone. Okay, so let me just see, Daisy. Any tips or messages regarding the letting go portion of manifestation? I think I need to use a different deck. It just told me that right in the middle of it. I'm like, really? Yes. It wants me to use the Illusory. Okay, Daisy Tweet. I'm sorry. Looking for it. Tweet. Pronounced like twee. 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 Okay. I like different languages as well, so it's different cultures. It's interesting to learn, and I like to learn how to pronounce things properly. Okay. So Daisy, you have a great question. Let's just take a look. Did I got lipstick on my teeth? All right. I like that I can do that with you guys, huh? I got some stuck in my teeth. I'm like, no, Maija, don't do that. We're not cool with that. Okay, Daisy. So, the letting go part of manifestation. What is the advice? And I most definitely will appeal to the Creator, the Most High, the universe. What do we need to know about that with letting go regarding manifestation when we've manifested something? How do we let it go into the world? What's the advice? Okay, I see the 5 of Wands, there's strife, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. All right. So I see the conflict inside that's going on once you created something about, like, well, it's kind of like my child, or a love. I don't want to let it go. I also feel that that 5 is because it's Wands. To me, it's also that competitive energy that wants to make something better and better than what else, maybe what else has been done, or, like, even if you're just only challenging yourself compared to things that you have manifested in the past, no matter what you're manifesting. There looks like, yeah, I see the issue of an inner struggle to kind of release it. I think you have to think of it like a child. It gets to a point where you have to say, I release you into the world and let you shine. Because when you hold too long, you get the 10 of Wands and the 7. It's actually harmful to what you've manifested. You're holding it back, and you're keeping it from being able to circulate or other people benefit from it in some way. So it's held too tightly with that, and you need to let it breathe. If you love something, let it be free. What's it? Set it free. To be stronger as a person, and for it to be able to have the strength to stand on its own without you holding on to it, holding on to manifestation, whatever it is that you're working on. It's like, I definitely see what you're saying, but you have to release it. And once you do, and I see with the 10, you're about ready to, because you've reached the end of doing this. I think it can make you a bit wound up inside, is what I'm feeling. And I get it. With the Valor, that 7 of Wands is, letting go. By letting go, you actually become stronger, and your work will become stronger, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's something very simple in your life, or a creative work, or a job, or a garden. There comes a point where you have to let stuff breathe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me see. Okay, just making sure you hadn't commented. All right, and I get the Ace of Cups. It's a gift. And realize this is a gift that you're releasing into the world when it's a creative aspect of something, or that's meant for the public to enjoy in some capacity. Whatever it is that you're creating, you've got to think of releasing it like you would I believe a painting or something, so that it can have its place in the world. It has its place, and it won't have its place if you hold too tightly. Yeah. There's also, it says, be more playful. Don't take it so seriously. If you are more playful, you'll be more secure. Look at the wealth there with the 10 of Pentacles, Daisy. That is confidence. That is financial and physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being there. You need to definitely, it says to lighten up, be more playful. Do not take it so seriously. And like a child would share, what you have. So releasing is important. And think of it like releasing a gift to be shared. It's like if you have a skill that is helpful, as hard, like for example, for me with this channel, I really didn't, on one hand, I really wanted to make this channel, typical moon in Pisces and Pisces ascendant. And then again, I didn't. But I'm really glad that I did. And it took me a while to convince myself to do it. So You have to just let it go, put it out there and let it go and release it like a child. Or, if you really love something, set it free, because you're going to see the benefit of having, once you do that, you have a lot more success. That's, also the mind of kind of scarcity. Don't worry about hiding it from too critical of an eye or holding back, whatever the case may be. Just let it work on letting it go, realizing that when you are able to surrender it, that's so empowering. And what I'm seeing with these cards is that's when you're going to have more success. And you're going to have more security. You're not going to feel insecure anymore. And you'll get through this struggle that you have, where releasing something. I've been seeing synchronicities like crazy, so it's been confusing me and making it hard to let go. I get you. But it's saying that you don't have to really, quote unquote, let it go. Just make more note of it and hold it in your heart with more of a relaxed position. You don't have to, quote unquote, like completely let it go. It's hard to describe what I'm saying, but just like, if you think of I can only make a comment as a parent. You let your child go into the world, though as much as you love them and you want to hold them and keep them right there, you know that at the end of the day, that's not going to be a good thing. And it's not for you to do that. And the same thing with holding on too tightly. It's not for you to do that. You need to release. And because you don't lose, it's a fear of losing, a fear of not having, a fear of scarcity that makes us, cling. So when we relax and when we don't cling to an outcome or an investment of what something means, we tend to allow what is important to become more clear. But anytime we start clinging, that's when we're going to squeeze down, and then the energy gets really stuck. So just work on consciously not making too big of an like an investment in what this or that could mean. Write it down as a possibility, and just be more loose. Okay, just loosen up a little bit with it. That's what I really would suggest. And because once you start getting confused, that's the time that you need to step back and allow your mind to settle, time to settle, and give the universe permission to have a moment to bring to you maybe something again where you're not all tight and focused on something else that you're going to miss what they're trying to let you know about. I think if you can understand what I'm trying to say, grass grows much better. About letting go of stuff. And so it can open up and make your life expand. So just think about that when you're tending to hold on to an outcome. You're preventing growth, and you're preventing yourself from sometimes being able to see things more clearly. So try to work on releasing any attachment to an outcome, Daisy. And I see you getting what it is, the understanding that you're looking for. But it's very key that you go very kind of relaxed and loose, about it. Doesn't mean like completely let it go, but it means just ease. Keep it in mind, that kind of thing. I think you get what I mean. I'm glad you made this channel. I have always had a sense, but have been afraid to let it, yes, me too, take over. It's getting stronger the more I go through the change. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ditto. That's why I'm just like, some days you guys are going to see me. I'm very, yeah, I seem okay. And then, you're welcome, Daisy. I know it's kind of a strange question, response rather, not question. I like your question, but I don't know if I was able to articulate what I wanted to you, but I think you get it. That just if you hold with a looser, like a baby, is a better idea. More comes back to you, more understanding will come to you. Because when we get really attached to an outcome, then there's an issue. Gathina has a question about overcoming fear. So thank you so much for your question. And Daisy, I really appreciate it. And thank you for teaching me how to say your last name. All right. Gathina, can I overcome my fear of life getting better for me? Okay, more like your fear of that life won't get better for you. Again, that's clinging to an outcome. A lot of these are fears. So yes, you can release your fear. You absolutely can. But it's a question of, are you willing to? I think you want to, otherwise you wouldn't be asking. So it's a question of consciously working on releasing fear and not allowing fear to be your master. And this is a lesson that I've had to learn, and I've seen it in my family, kind of an issue, where when you get very insecure or afraid or uncertain, full panic mode. Don't do it to yourself. I'm telling you, don't do it. So the fear of lack is going to give you lack in your life because you'll never feel like you're secure enough. So we have to let go of that holding on to this, where fear makes us hold on, and know that that life does get better. It's not always going to be of course, morning moon, sun rays and fairies and all the good stuff, but it's got to take the good when you can get it in life. And my guess is that probably, like a lot of us, have gone through very, very heavy times right now. A lot of us got a lot going on in our family, personally, our health. So be kind to yourself as well as others, That's what a lot of people don't do. They're their own worst taskmaster at them. So don't do that. And don't let fear run you ragged. It did that to me for 3 years through severe panic and anxiety attacks, and that I needed medication for. And boy, am I cheesed off that I spent so many, those 3 years, being so anxious. I think that once you let go of that fear of whatever it may be for you, life getting better, life will definitely get better. It just may not be all, that doesn't happen on this plane. That happens in the afterlife. Those are better, different realities than we have here. But you get resurrection, you get judgment. Yeah, this is a change in your perspective overall that's coming to you. Big change coming in. Meditation, Knight of Pentacles. And to me, it says, yes, there are changes. There's huge changes that you've that have been made in life that have made it better. And it's kind of such a slow, gradual process that you may not be able to recognize it because it doesn't seem very dramatic or very clear, or emphasized, but it says steadily that it will, and you continue to put that energy in and invest that energy into it, you learn new things. Just open up and be willing to depart from the point of view that your life isn't getting better. It's not to like lie and say, oh, magically I'm going to tell myself that my life's getting better when it isn't. That it's not the case. But this is saying your life is, there's more there than you're recognizing. It's just a different, enhanced awareness that's going to be coming. All right? Because it shows the work being put in, that you put the work in. This is the use of your intuition, the high priestess. There's some hidden aspects also here that you might need to work on. Let's just take a look and see what that's. No, it's going to get better. You get the Six of Wands. So that's overcoming. Using your intuition will help you to overcome this feeling that life isn't getting better, or that fear. And I see that you're willing to put the work into yourself, do the self work, which is good, with that Knight of Pentacles and the Resurrection card of Judgment, which means you will totally shift your perspective. Do the 360, 365, complete 360. There's a definite shift in perspective coming to you. And it's definitely comes from putting the work in consistently. And with the use of intuition, I see victory. You just need to, I think, work on consciously using your own intuition, which is very strong, Athena. I don't think you quite give yourself enough credit for, you have a very powerful intuition. You get the High Priestess there with the Victory card. I mean, do it. You get triumph and movement forward, overcoming obstacles. You have that ability. All right. Maybe you're just tired right now of juggling, but yes, you can do it. And you coping will get better and better. It's just right now, it's hard to see it because I think you've been putting a good deal of work in, and it's just like, but it will get better, and you will let go of this. I do see you doing that. Use your intuition, Gathena. When you start fearing, get your intuition in there to school that fear. I had to do that with myself, and I still do from time to time. And I just go, fear? You are not drawing and stealing my energy today, especially going through the change. I have to keep my energy where I can, gosh darn it, because I never know. 10 minutes from now, I could be laying over here snoring. Good night, Arlene. So I see you doing that. And that is the last question. So let me just double check. But that's the grass grower's question's the next one. And that's the last one. Okay. Now we're on the last question. All righty. All right. What is the best way to help my mother overcome her stress and difficulties with her business? All right. I want to use the Illusory deck too. Okay. All right, grass grower. Best way to help your mom and to help her overcome her stress and the difficulties with her business. What's the best way? Some coffee. I haven't even had a full cup of coffee today, folks. I've been just I've had about 5 drinks of that. But it's my own dang fault. Not really my fault. My own need. Because I slept in late. And I was like, what? Like I said, I'm usually up by 7 or 8. Usually 8. All right, grass growers. Mother, what is the advice to help her to deal with her stress? And with her business? Can we get some advice, please? Thank you. All right. All right, Spirit. What is the advice for grass grower with helping their mother with their stress and difficulties with their business? Yes, we get. First card we get, Creator, the King of Wands. This is a card of action, a card of energy, making things happen, being warm, being supportive, using humor. I really get the humor aspect. You must be able to make your mom laugh really well, because I'm getting that. And you help her. Look at that. You get Chariot with Triumph. You'll help her be able to overcome and negotiate her stress. Get her, maybe take her out for a drive as well, because Chariot is movement as well as talking about success and negotiating obstacles. Now, if this isn't you, it's you getting somebody in that could help her to do it. But I tend to think it's you, okay? A very warm, energetic, supportive card. And I think that you will be able to know, once you kind of see what's going on, what needs to be done. You're just going to know. Again, there is this shifting energy, but it's successful. And if you look very closely. What's this? What do you see that symbol, grass grower? You know that symbol. Okay. We get the 10 of Pentacles. That's family, helping family, family business, family money, the family. And the Page of Pentacles, like there's a new adventure, new business, some new starts and changes in that business that will be successful. There may be a male that you know, if this isn't you, but I feel like it is you, that you're just going to, once you get looking at the details, I think you're going to know what needs to be done, just energetic wise. And I see you definitely helping her, because there's Triumph, the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. There's also, with her business, I would suggest something new, maybe a new start, something to try something new. Definitely, that's what the Page of Pentacles is encouraging. There may be something that she's done successfully in the past, but now it's time for something new with the business, like a new, I don't know what her business is, but it would be like a new, let's say a new project or a new product, a new little package deal that you make that people will like. I just feel like you're going to have the creative energy once you get going with this. I think you're going to have maybe trouble from not trouble in a bad way, but it's like you're so interested. It's like, I think I know exactly what we need to do. At least this male does. Somebody is coming in. I think it's you with your mom. I think she just needs more energy, support. I think she's fatigued and tired and just needs some fresh air. You will bring fresh air to her. And where I think she's just not seeing it, you're going to see what needs to creatively be done. Tweaks and changes here and there. And I don't know that it's something that you have to do such great big things, but I just see whatever obstacles that are there with her business and difficulties, you're going to be able to work it out or bring a man in that does. And I tend to think you're that man. So you're bringing yourself in. The devil. You're gonna beat the devil up. Haha. You get the 6 of Wands. So wherever there has been chaos or someone that's been oppressive or something that's been oppressive with her business, you're going to resolve it successfully. I'm sure your mother's going to be like, son, if I could give birth to you again, I would. Yeah, there's going to be a need of some rearrangement, a great deal of change within her business. I see that coming because of something that's very oppressive. Somebody that was trying to control her business. Too much control. So I see you revamping it and taking the BS out and helping her to rebuild it. And it takes some time, okay? But the thoughtful reconstruction of her business or rehaul of her business is going to be successful. And she just needs to understand that it will take time to see the fruits of the efforts, but they will show up and they will be great. And this is like rooting out a really significant negative energy. And I know that you will know how to deal with it successfully. Okay. Swiftness. You're meant to do this. Targeted, and you will overcome it. Something that whatever has been making her feel defeated, somebody's been a bully to her. Or I don't know if it's her own voice or if it's something else or somebody else telling her that you can't do this, that, or the other. I just feel like your mom, poor thing, I think she's just kind of weighed down, bogged down with stuff. And you come along and I think put people in their place or put negativity in its place, which is in the trash. And overcome this. Yes. Then I see the King of Cups and happiness, 9 of Cups. So I think giving her the emotive support that she needs, helping her to see just how some things need to be changed from the past that need to be revitalized. There's some kind of like a new model. I just feel like you're going to be able to, be divinely guided to figure it out. I know. So you have one. You've got a juicy lemon to squeeze here. And you're going to squeeze it successfully. You're going to make some lovely lemonade. And look, yum. That tastes good. Devil be gone. I love that flavor. So I get you helping your mom. I don't know. Somebody may have really stuck it to her. But I see you with your magician and changes, looking at it and going, okay, obviously that doesn't need to be here. So I see you being able to figure it out or bring in someone else, another set of eyes, quite possibly with that King of Wands. But I think that's you. I think that's your energy. And I think you're just going to know intuitively. Just like sometimes you just on autopilot and you just know that this is the way you got to do something. I feel like that with you. I feel like you will just automatically get a sense of, oh, you'll be able to suss it out and help her deal with some losses and securing her business from somebody that's making it very difficult for her. And I think she needs you there to squeeze those lemons. Right. Exactly. I agree. Because now, then you're just, if you do that, then if you attack, it's not, as you said, you want to, like you said, nip it in the bud so they can't even get active. The root. That's right. Snip, nip. I see you doing it. Love, Two of Cups, control, King of Swords. You know, with your mom, it looks like she's got a problem with some, I feel like, men trying to come in and trying to take control all the time or tell her what to do. I don't know what it is she's doing, but, you know, she just needs to find her, you know, inner strength to, as like the mom that says, when someone's telling her what to do, it says, no, 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 no. My son, or not you, but I just feel like there's a couple of men that I think are issues for her to deal with. She just needs to know her own strength in dealing with them and trust her own authority. Because I think that there's, what I see with her is like with her business, I feel like there's other people that she gets successful and they try to come in and take control or something. It's really, I don't know what's going on with that, but it needs to stop. Okay. So that is the end of the readings for today. And I do see with your mediation and your help, your meditation, you teach her some meditation. I think that is going to also help her with emotions with her Ten of Cups here with the harmony. She needs to work on her, I think, confidence potentially, or just being more firm with others, particularly men that seem to want to come in and tell her, no, 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 this isn't how you do things, and then really cramp her style. So, but I see that you're going to help her. All right. I hope that's helpful. Leo, fire baby, bring it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, grass grower. I'm just going to, next reading, next time will just be catching up. Yeah. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I enjoy reading for you guys, even if I'm tired a bit. But anyway, thank you so much. You guys make this fun. And I will send you out with some Reiki. Next chat will just be more chat and a few questions, maybe. All right? Okay. Thank you guys so much. And all the best. Have a great Sunday. And I'll see you soon. I will be joining Sheila Inquisitive Tarot soon. So, and some other people. So keep your eyes peeled. All right? All right. And Ron, hopefully, when I stop falling asleep, I'll be able to catch in on one of your lives. I think I'll go watch that now while I'm. All right? Okay, you guys, thank you so much. See you later. Be good. Be good to yourself. And be good to others too. But you guys know that. Bye.